Thank you for joining for our weekly briefing. Gentlemen, thank you for joining for our weekly briefing. Let me share with you at the outset, the Prime Minister would be undertaking a visit to Qatar next week. The Foreign Minister is also visiting 4 European countries: Germany, Denmark, Sweden and Norway. These visits manifest Pakistan's continuing intense engagement and diplomacy with our partners. We will be sharing more details about these visits in due course. I would like to start by recalling the activities for the 75th anniversary of our independence. It was an occasion, as you're aware, to celebrate our endeavors of the past 75 years, an occasion to celebrate our people and our progress as a nation. You saw the messages from the President, the Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister. Officers of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs came together to pay a musical tribute to the homeland in a special rendition of song Ye Watan Hamara Hai, to celebrate the spirit of independence. We will also be hosting a special screening of the song for our media colleagues to partake the pride we feel at having been given the immense opportunity to represent our homeland internationally. Our embassies and missions around the world also celebrated the occasion with zeal and fervor through flag hoisting ceremonies and a host of other events and activities which were enthusiastically attended by a large number of people from the Pakistani community, local, nationals and host government officials. Ladies and gentlemen, on 15th August, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif held a telephonic conversation with His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Crown Prince, Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The Crown Prince congratulated the people of Pakistan on the 75th anniversary of Pakistan's independence. The two leaders also exchanged views on issues of mutual interest. On 17th August, Mr. Julian Harness, the UN Resident Coordinator in Pakistan, called on the Prime Minister. Various areas of UN's work and cooperation with Pakistan, including the UN Sustainable Development Cooperation Framework, flood relief, food security, and ecosystem restoration were discussed during the meeting. On the same day, a delegation from a Turkish company, Limak, called on the Prime Minister and discussed new opportunities for investment in the wake of the recently signed PTA between the two countries. During the week, there has been a flurry of activity at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. On 17th August, the Foreign Minister received the Minister for Roads and Urban Development of Iran. The Foreign Minister highlighted traditional ties between the two countries, rooted in shared history and cultural and linguistic affinities, and reaffirmed Pakistan's commitment to further strengthen bilateral cooperation in all areas of mutual interest. On the same day, the Foreign Minister had a video call with the Canadian counterpart. The Foreign Minister underlined that this year marks the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the two countries. He also underscored that Pakistan and Canada needed to further deepen and expand bilateral cooperation in diverse fields. Yesterday, Foreign Minister Bilawal and Secretary General of Digital Cooperation Organization, MS Dima Aliyaya, held a meeting via video link. Comprehensive development in digital economy in all member countries of DCO, including Pakistan, was discussed during the meeting. Later in the day, the Foreign Minister also met with the Deputy Foreign Minister of Kyrgyzstan. During the meeting, bilateral relations and matters of mutual interest, including promotion of trade, tourism, and enhancement of cultural relations were discussed. Also yesterday, as you would have seen the press release, Pakistan hosted the second session of bilateral political consultations with the Kyrgyz Republic. The entire gamut of bilateral relations as well as regional and multilateral issues came under discussion. On 17th August, the Kyrgyz Deputy Foreign Minister met the Foreign Secretary, noting that the two countries were celebrating 30 years of the establishment of their diplomatic ties. The Foreign Secretary reaffirmed Pakistan's desire to further enhance multidimensional ties, keeping in view the 5 planks of Pakistan's Vision Central Asia, focusing on political, trade, investment, energy and connectivity, security and defense, and people-to-people exchanges. Yesterday, addressing a special ceremony to recognize achievements of the participants and position holders of the 40th Specialized Diplomatic Course at the Foreign Service Academy, the Foreign Secretary stated with rightful institutional pride that over the years, Pakistani diplomats have proven their mettle on the world stage, earning praise for their skills and professionalism from friends and foes alike. He expressed confidence in the young officers and wished them personal and professional success. Coming over to the situation in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, you would have followed the news that in a blatant display of state terrorism, Indian police took a political prisoner, Muhammad Ali Hussain, from Koth Balwal Jail, Jammu, and brought him to Top Arnia area and killed him in a staged encounter. The killing of Muhammad Ali Hussain under mysterious circumstances at a location far away from the prison is yet another sickening chronicle and a dastardly practice of extrajudicial killing of prisoners in fake encounters by the Indian forces in occupied Kashmir. This is the second such extrajudicial killing of a prisoner in recent months. As you would recall, Zia Mustafa from Rawalakot was taken out of the same jail and brought to forests in Poonch by the Indian troops and subsequently killed in firing in October 2021. Pakistan has also categorically rejected the deliberate Indian attempts of pre-poll rigging and overt manipulation in IIOJK. Kashmiris themselves have also completely rejected the Indian government's decision to allow non-Kashmiri citizens and temporary residents in IIOJK to vote in the so-called Kashmir Assembly elections. This move reeks of a blatant attempt to undermine the disputed status of Jammu and Kashmir and the BJP RSS sinister design of turning Muslim majority in IIOJK into a minority. Since 2019, BJP-led government in India has unleashed unspeakable atrocities on the innocent people of Jammu and Kashmir. Over 660 Kashmiris have been extrajudicially martyred by the Indian occupation forces, including over 145 this year alone. These cold-blooded and blatantly unlawful acts include a ruthless policy of killing and arresting Kashmiris in fake cases, fake encounters, cordon search operations, seizing the properties and dismissing them from government jobs, all with the view to suppress the ongoing freedom movement. We salute the spirit of the oppressed people of IIOJK and their indomitable quest for the right to self-determination guaranteed to them by the UN Security Council. The people of IIOJK stand strong in the face of brutal acts and have categorically rejected the BJP government's illegal actions post-August 2019. We believe it is time for the international community to bring its moral force to bear with the Hindutva-inspired BJP government of India today and to call for immediate halt of reprehensible state-backed violence and terrorism, and to play its due role in ensuring a just and peaceful resolution of the Jammu and Kashmir dispute in accordance with the relevant UN Security Council resolutions and the wishes of the Kashmiri people. With this I conclude. I am ready to take your questions.